talk to those people that maybe they don't, they know they want something more. They know they might even want what you have. Which I think is a mistake, right? You shouldn't want what other people have. You should get the skills that other people got so you can go do what you want to do. But
Yep.
talk to that person, like, because I wrote down just some steps, right? Because I get questions all the time, how do we start? Where do we start? How do we go from our job to what you have or what we want to have? And I just wrote 5 steps, and then I want you to just comment on them. Okay.
Yep.
Number 1, go all in on personal development.
Yep. That's what I was about to tell you. The first step anybody should do, and I'm reflecting from my journey as a young entrepreneur in my 20s. You got to rehab this thing first before you can rehab the rest of the world. Because life itself is already hard. Entrepreneurship is hard. Business is war, guys. If you're not mentally prepared for the battlefield of business, you're going to fail. This is why 90% of the planet fails at business, because it's so hard, right? You're going to get beat up. You're going to get thrown around. You got to understand that first, that you got to harden yourself first before you can harden anything, harden a business. So, and I'm speaking in real estate terms, you call hardening a property, meaning like we rehab it and we harden it. So I like to, talk in that manner. Once you do that, you have a higher likelihood and a better chance to confront the battlefield of business, and you won't fall as you may fall, but you'll have a higher likelihood of getting back up, because you will fall in business. You get hurt. You're probably almost been bankrupt twice. But you'll get back up because you're personally developed. Like you have discipline, you have fortitude, you have some wherewithal, right? Mm-hmm. And yeah, so Dan, that 100%. And what is that? What does personal development look like? It's working on mind, body, and spirit, right? Working on your mind, right? Reading for me is working on my mind. I'm sharpening my mind. I'm getting a 6-pack of the mind. I love to read about other people's strategic advantages. All I do is I look for strategic advantages all day long. What does somebody know that I don't know that gives me a strategic advantage in either business, life, my body, my marriage, my children? And that's all I do. I steal people's knowingness. I ain't that bright. I got this funny accent from South Louisiana. I eat crawfish and squirrels on the side of the road. Dude, I just know that I don't know and that I want to know. And if I can just steal people's knowingness, that I can maybe have a shot at life, right? In school, they teach us not to cheat. The beautiful thing about business is that we could cheat all the time and cheat all we want, but we just don't want to, because we're too prideful, or we think we know it all, or we're an academic. And, so that's, I would, and then also reading, on the mind side. So body, right? I'm firm. I work out every day. I just got back from the gym, coming over here. I do a lot of fasting. I do a lot of keto. I do a lot of intermittent fasting. And that's been a freaking game changer for me. I mean, for the mental fortitude, the energy levels, you got all these men freaking taking testosterone. I can't tell you how many of my buddies that are 30 and 40 years old taking, testosterone therapy. Whether you believe that or not, I think it's terrible for you. And a lot of that is because it's the food they eat, right? They're pumping their gut full of trash and GMOs and all that. And they don't do any fasting. What fasting does, it cleans your body. It keeps your hormones spiked. It keeps your testosterone naturally high. So that's another thing, you're working on body. And then the spirit, right? Whatever religion you believe in, if it's, Jesus, Buddha, whoever, I don't know, Kishnu, I don't know what the Eastern, everybody's got their religion. I'm not here to talk to you about religion, but whoever your God is, you should get closer to, because I think the Bible says that, you're made in God's image, right? And I truly believe we're God's children. We are made in God's image. We're godly in a sense that He made us, and we have powers that we invalidate every day, right? So I work on myself spiritually. How do you work on yourself spiritually? Do the right thing. Have good intentions, have good ethics, tithe, help people. That's a spiritual activity. And when you do that, it raises your spiritual level, right? So if you work on mind, body, spirit, I think the business will work itself out.